I am about to play some Minecraft. Dun dun dun. My son and I were working hard this morning by playing Minecraft. And so I wanted to actually show how I'm doing. I don't know if you've watched the stream before, but if you have, there was a whole big mountain that I destroyed with a little bit of help from my son. And now I'm harvesting the cobblestone because I want to make a pyramid. I'm having a little bit of trouble with the camera. It's a little bit too sensitive, but I changed it. And I don't know. So I also uploaded some videos. So tomorrow there will be, I think, five or six. It's going to be a new Death by Disney episode about Coco. There's a review of, maybe not a review, it's more talking about a book that I read that was a true crime book about Leonarda, very Italian name. So basically, she cooked some people and forced her son to eat them as a sort of magic spell. Eat the remains. And I will check the chat once I break this pickaxe. Ah. And I did a video about Waterloo, the movie, the epic 1970s movie about the Battle of Waterloo, obviously. So you can check that out. Very interesting movie. Alright, let me check. There's one person watching. Hello, one person watching on Twitch. Thank you for joining me. My one debate is that I wanted to completely fill up my chest before I started with the pyramid scheme. But I think I still have like 5 chests to go. And I'm not sure that I should do that actually, because uh, it's not like all of the chests are 100% filled anyway. Some are emptier than other ones. And if I want to check that, I would have to go back and look at 25 individual chests. So it might not be worth my time, is what I'm saying. Oh, the llama's gonna spit at me, man. Excuse me. Yeah, that was definitely some spitting noise. Which is weird because I'm on peaceful. They don't generally do that on peaceful. You will take your llama and get out of here then, man. But I generally had a good weekend. Both of the kids were over. My daughter wasn't over that much. She basically came late and then studied. She has a big test on Monday, which is fine. I would prefer her to come and study than not come at all. You know? Where'd your llama go? I did not do anything to your llama, man. Mer. I was also watching Creature Commandos. And I don't know, it's one of those animated things which is connected to the new DCU. And it's okay and everything. It just seems a little bit pointless, if you know what I mean. And we have 2 people now. One person is watching on Twitch and one person is watching on YouTube. So thank you very much. Yeah, so Creature Commandos. It has some good moments, but especially like there's like some really sad parts of the backstory, and I think the way that they handled the relationship between Eric, and they call her the bride, but it's kind of both very modern, and it's exactly how that story goes in the novel. Because if you never read the classic novel by Mary Shelley, Frankenstein, I believe so Dr. Frankenstein revives, creates new life using lightning and the parts of dead bodies. And the creature that he creates is actually quite intelligent, but also quite violent. And there is a bit of a plot point in the book about how Frankenstein's monster, who I don't believe is given a name in the story, wants to have companionship. And he is talking about that with Victor Frankenstein. So yeah, they really actually made the character of Eric Frankenstein a lot like what you imagine the monster from the novel to be actually like. So yeah, that part's good. But the rest of it is, yeah, I would say the backstories are good, but the actual kind of story of it, it's not really that compelling. There's not much reason why anybody should care about the show, actually. Kind of better than Marvel Zombies, though. Much better than Marvel Zombies. Because that one, you really need to have a PhD of Marvelology to be able to understand what's going on. And I have to go to the office tomorrow. And they've decided that in January we'll have to go to the office 3 times a week because, like, it's so stupid. Like, I was talking to my supervisor about this decision, and I was like, well, because he generally is at the office all the time. And he says it's because his apartment is really small, but it's the same size as mine, which I think I mentioned this before in the stream. It's not that small. It's not large, but it's not small. But anyway, so he is there all the time. And I think that he really likes the thing of being like social with absolutely anybody who is sitting around him because he's just that kind of guy. And good for him too, because we need people like that in the world who are social. So he asked me and my coworker, like, what did we think about it, like this idea? And I said, I understand that you don't mind because you're here all the time and you like being in the office, but I think for most people, they would prefer to not be in the office all the time. And he said something really interesting, which I hadn't really thought about it. It's like he said, oh, the company can't afford to have it can't afford to innovate when it comes to that. So if the market is saying like, oh, it's 3 days in the office, and then, this company won't say it will be 2 days in the office, which really shows you like it's not about actually what is good for the workers or what is more efficient. It's all about how shareholders view it, right? So shareholders, for whatever reason, don't like work from home. So they're like, "Oh, work from home is bad and people aren't productive," which is ridiculous because if you've ever worked in an open space, it's really hard to be productive. Um, you know, right now it's actually pretty good for me because I don't have a lot of people around me when I'm in the office, but in my new old team or my new old job, I guess it will be a bit different because it's a production team. So you're like, you're doing things all the time and you need focus and you need concentration and you can hear 10 different uh, conversations going on at the same time. So it's not easy. So yeah. And actually, I'm really glad that they didn't. So they announced this just by like posting it on the company's intra page. And because last time they made like a big meeting about it, and it's like, oh, what do you think? Like they asked us our opinion, but they don't really care, So people were really angry about that because whatever they're doing, they're a company, so they have, you know, they provide the paycheck, so they can decide where you work, basically. That's Unfortunately, it's not like a right to work from home, although it should be. It should be, but it's not a right to work from home. So they can say where you work, but so I don't have any problem with them saying that I need to work from the office, but what I have a problem with is like this corporate propaganda, like somehow it's better and the only work you can ever do is in the office. And that's like really also kind of insulting to uh, blue collar workers, right? Because they generally don't work in offices, and you're saying like their work isn't really work because they're not in the office. Like what kind of classist bullshit is that? I think you're gonna run out of space soon. I think I should pop open some champagne or something when I get done with this section because I've been working on it for so long. Oh, why did I throw? I threw it. Oh, what I can do is though is go like this. More space. Very important organization doing there. Very important organizational stuff. Wonder if I'll finish this stream. Guy, get out of the way. This is the danger zone. It's the danger zone. Oh, I'm out of space, Piggy. I'm out of space. I gotta go back and put all my... Yeah, that's not even at all. Because I've been focusing on the most even part, but I see that that's not even over there. So I could actually go until I fill up everything. I mean, all my chests. And my son, he saved this world. I don't know. He was doing some different things, and he saved one from like August. And it's crazy how much stuff is done. Because when you're doing it day by day, you don't actually see that much progress, I think. But it's like anything in life, bit by bit, and then you get more and more. Okay. So that, ooh, wool. Let me take that out. Replace that with some stuff. Okay, let me take that out. Replace that with some stuff. And that one. Okay, let me take this one out and that one out and that one out. We'll put that one in, and that one in. And we'll take that one out because all food is going to be like, you don't need food on peaceful, but I need to consume all of this stuff. Okay. I think you shouldn't be able to eat raw chicken in Minecraft. It just gives the. Well, I guess. Yeah, I think they can. I think in actual survival, if you eat raw chicken, then you get sick, which is good. It should be that way. Let me eat 17 pieces of raw mutton now. That's a normal thing to do. Can you imagine somebody just sitting in front of you eating 17 pieces of mutton? Raw mutton. I don't even know if people do that, actually. Okay, now I need some dirt. So I think the dirt is way over here. Where's some dirt? No dirt. No dirt. See, that's what I mean. That was not full. That was almost full. And I wanted 4 of dirt, so I think that will be enough. Well, maybe it won't be enough, but that's enough for my plans right now. So I will check the chat because I haven't done that in a while. Oh, in and out. So Miss MSX is here. Hi. And you know you can put chests on top of each other. I did not know that. I did not know that, actually. I think they're all... Well... Hold on. Oh, I got to go this way because I need to get the... I will check that the next time I go to the chest because I need to get my my blocks, which are going to dechunkify in moments. I don't know if dechunkify is actually a word, but out the door, then this way. That's a lock. Okay, where are the blocks that are floating? Yes. No, thank you. So I got 4 stacks of dirt because I thought it would be enough, but I think it won't be enough. And I'll check the chat once I get rid of 1 stack. Really like what the traders say. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, let me check the chat. The chat. Jack says, hi. Farlands, huh? Yeah, that is a crazy thing. Really amazing achievement, I would say. Someday, I hope to have done something similar. And Miss MSX says, you're not a person like experiments with the game you play, and you still have not organized the chess. I did organize the chess, and then I got bored because I have too much stuff in the chess. But I use everything in the chess, so for now I just need to put stuff in the chess. And yeah, you might be right though. I don't like to experiment a lot. I just do what works for me. And it's not the most efficient, but this is the whole point of this is inefficiency. Right, sir? You agree? You agree, right? Yeah, of course. I mean, the whole point is to make everything flat, but I said that to my son when we were playing the other day, and I said, yeah, I want this to be like really inefficient. And he's like, well, why aren't you using wooden pickaxes? And I'm like, oh, well, there's a limit to that. But yeah, I think I forgot what the guy's name is, but the guy who made it to the Farlands, I think it's really amazing what he did, and I think that it's amazing that he raised, I think some article I was reading said that he raised $500,000 for charities in 10 years. So I think that's it's an impressive achievement, but I think that that's the thing that should be remembered the most about that. Because he didn't have to do that for charity, right? He could have just taken donations like a regular streamer. So that is very nice of him. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll check after this stack of dirt. I think I will have enough. I think I did take enough dirt. That's crazy. I estimated how much I needed. It's not really that crazy. It's a little bit. Oh, no, I forgot about the other side. I did not take enough dirt. Because, yeah, on that side, probably another stack. All right. Let me check the chat, and then I'm going to break some bricks. I'm playing Minecraft on my Switch. Let me get my Switch. Be right back. Yeah, walking to the end of the world is not really an achievement. The money collection is. Yeah, yeah. I completely agree with that. As I said before, I think that's the thing that people should be talking about. $500,000 for charity, and he's not like some big famous streamer, so that's the impressive part, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm glad that you agree too. I wonder if when you've played Minecraft for a while, do you actually start to understand what he says, like Groot. He's like, I'm trying to put my family through. I'm trying to feed my family. Well, guy, if you're trying to feed your family, you should probably go on an island where there's more people, because it's just me, and this is what I do with my time in Minecraft. Yes, it is. Okay, I'll check the chat when I break my next pickaxe, whenever that will be. Dun, 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 dun. I don't imagine the guy's a big streamer. Maybe he is. Maybe he's like the most famous Minecraft streamer in the world. I really don't know. I don't think he is. Oh, right. Oh, no. Maybe I'll just stand here because I don't really need to move for a while. Yeah, my son was playing on This World in the morning with me. He was here and we were playing together. And so, speaking of organization, he built, I don't know if you can see it. No, I can't really. Well, kind of. You can kind of see it. Way over there is his house. And so he's like, I'm going to need some chests. So he built like 16 chests. And then he's like looking in his inventory to see what everything is. And then he's got like labels for everything that's in his chest, which is probably useful, but I just remember generally where things are. Because what happens if I don't want to put those things in that chest? Then I have to move the sign. So much work. Because making the entire world flat in Minecraft is completely easy and not any work at all. Ooh, the satisfying clunk of breaking a pickaxe. All right, let me check. So Jack says, playing survival in Minecraft. Good to go, Jack. I'm 8 years old and my real name is Calvin. Thank you for telling us, Jack, but you will probably want to just say Jack when you're commenting in streams so people don't know your real name. Miss MX says, Miss MSX, sorry, says, I'm making a sorting system now for all the items in the game. That way I just need to dump everything into one chest and it all ends up in the right one. All items that stack, I should say. Oh, that's interesting. Have you used this new golem to do that? Because my son, he built a golem. And then because it wasn't on a leash, there's like a big hole over there-ish that I haven't covered over because I need to remind myself to make a tunnel because there's a big cave system under this mountain, but I made a floor, so I need like stairs. So anyway, there's a big hole there, and the golem fell in the hole, and apparently they oxidize. It's a copper golem. I don't know if I said that. So they oxidize and they stop moving, but he's just down there walking around, and they're very cute. But yeah, I guess the general idea is that they'll like sort things for you, but it seems really, really slow. So whatever system you have is probably better. Yep. You agree. You agree. That's good. Where'd your llamas go? So for the first time, he doesn't have any llamas, and I have nothing to do with that. I think the wolves ate the llamas. Maybe we should trade for a sword or something, guy. Or your own wolf. Okay, I will check the chat later. And once I break my next pickaxe. I thought this would go much faster, to be honest. I was just excited that I was almost done, and I was like, oh, surely I'll be done this in 10 minutes. Oh, maybe I am almost done. Wasn't 10 minutes though. Okay, but that's a lot bigger over there. I just think it's going to be funny if I ever finish this flatness and it's just going to look like really bad. There'll just be grass everywhere. Oh well. That's what happens. I think I'm going to check the chat. So Miss MX is talking about when I was talking about the copper golem. She says the golems suck. Haha, it's so slow. I am making it with redstone. Yeah, slow but cute. At least the copper one's cute. I have 63 bedrock. Used to have 64. Placed one. I think Jack is giving us a play-by-play of his play. That idiot standing by you fell down my iron farm and got himself killed alongside one of his llamas in survival mode. Very good for you, Jack. Yeah, Miss MX. I don't know if you were watching my stream a few days. I don't know if that was Wednesday or Tuesday or something, but I was making this like, I'll show you actually what I mean. So if we look over in here, there is a huge cave, and I was making the floor in the cave to get rid of some dirt and make things flat. And there is a hole somewhere up at the top of this. I think right there, or maybe somewhere else. And the trader guy fell through on stream. It was just this blue and red streak, and he died because I hadn't made the floor yet. Yeah, so they're not very bright, the traders, I would say. Okay, back over here. And I should be done this very, very soon, actually. That's my son's parkour, you can see over there. You have to admire the optimism, though. He's like, yeah, this time it will be different. This time he's going to buy something from me. I can feel it in my bones. I'm going to make enough to go home. Yep, talking about you. But Guy, can't you see that this is a construction site? It's dangerous just to be standing there. Huge pieces of stone are just floating in the air. Let me get all those. Well, if you agree with me, what are you doing just standing there? Just had this crazy thought that somebody could publish a trader to English dictionary. And it's all, oh no. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, well. I also have a ridiculous amount of coal, but I'm going to try and use everything I collect. Okay, I'm going to check the chat again, see if anybody said anything. So, Miss MSX says, the worst thing is not that he is not smart, it is the fact that he also never has a good thing for trade and always shows up and gets in the way of your building. Yes, that's true. I agree with that. It's really difficult. But he's just determined. He's determined to make the sale. She's like, this time it will be different. He's like, I think maybe he signed up for a multi-level marketing scheme. And now he's got like hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. And he has all of this product that he wants to sell. He has to sell to make a profit, but it's just very bad soap or something. Oh, I think I'm going to be done soon. I mean, I'll be done this soon. Oh, that will be a happy day. I've been doing this for so long. And when I started, it looked impossible. But it's only like, you can see the rest of this mountain. This is the part that I've been working on for a month or so is like 10% of that mountain. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Go find a llama. Also, does anybody know why they're llamas and not camels? Because you would think like they are sort of like desert caravan equivalents. So, well, where's that chicken? Ah, the chicken of judgment. It's like, what are you doing? Get back to work. Don't judge me, chicken. I think eventually, this is one of my side quests. I need to learn how to use redstone and stuff. Because I have no idea. Making the world flat does not lend to learning a lot about how the game works. Oh, so exciting. Ah! Yeah, I think I'm not gonna... I'm wondering if I'm gonna make it with this one pickaxe, and I don't think so. No, I did not make it with the pickaxe. But it will be the next one. Okay, we have 3 people again. So thank you for joining my stream, even if you're not actually chatting. You don't have to chat. You can just chill. It's okay. If you want to chat, that's also okay. We are a non-judgmental place here about that. Oh, but I'm going to do something really exciting for me in a moment. Oh. All right. Yeah. I have finished this finally. But I have another problem. So, one, I have about 5 chests which are empty, and I have a lot of pickaxes. And you can see that's not even over there. So I'm going to make this even. Oh, this is the hole where the copper golem fell down. It's a really big plummet down there. Okay. Oh, I see. For some reason I went in there and this was... What to do? I don't know. Because if I continue, I should just make shovels, right? Wow. Random holes everywhere. Gonna try and break all my pickaxes. So I will try and fill up all of the chests with stuff before I start the pyramid again. Do. Da. Yeah, I should make a shovel, but I don't want to. Because that will be inefficient, and I think, like, I don't know, but I think using a pickaxe on the dirt actually makes it weaker quicker, which is what I want. But then, I don't know. I'm of two minds. No, I need to... Great. Do. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. I'll check the chat. So Jack says, I just crafted 9 fireworks in Minecraft. Congratulations, Jack. And Big Sick Michael says, hi. Hi, Big Sick Michael. Nice to see ya. Or hear ya, actually, or read ya. I'm attempting to make my world flat. Yeah, it's actually good that I'm getting dirt because I need dirt to fill in all the spaces, but do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't know why that song is stuck in my head, but it is. Whoa. I should probably. I don't want to make shovels because my son's house is over there, and I know that he has a crafting table, but I'm not sure that he has. Well, he has. I'm not sure. He has iron, but I'm not sure it's melted. I'll just continue to use a pickaxe in a very inefficient way. Ah. So I have this thing with my computer that it will suddenly decide that I need to see the load page for Explorer. I said that in a very weird way. For Explorer. Okay, gonna check the chat after my pickaxe breaks. Which is right about now. Yep, I make music, Jack. Thank you. So Jack says congratulations for being a music maker. Might be, some of that stuff might be a bit too adult, so maybe it's best not to listen to it. But I think it will say if it's for adults or not. But I think maybe, probably you wouldn't like it. I mean, I don't want to judge your musical taste, but probably you wouldn't like it. It's not really music for kids. that's I think this is where the big hole starts, because basically this island is entirely hollow. Okay, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to see, because I need to get rid of all of this needs to be level, right? So it would be great if I had a shovel, at least one shovel. I'm going to see if he has any shovels or any way to make any shovels. So this is my son's beautiful house. Built very far away from. Why am I not going down? I'm trying. Oh, finally. All right. No, not there. Cobblestone, resources, sand, farm stuff, sandstone, redstone, useful things. That's his trash. Dirt, wood. Oh, maybe he has resources. Well, he has a lot of iron. He doesn't have any sticks, though. Wood? Okay. Well, I don't need a lot of shovels. But the thing is, I won't have any space. How much cobblestone does he have? Oh, okay. I'm going to put my cobblestone here. And I'm going to take his, where were his sticks? Take some of his wood. Okay. I'm going to make some. He has a crafting table. I could put the crafting table down here. Yeah. Oh, no, not stealing that. I'm not stealing anything, by the way. I'm just borrowing it. And I gave him a lot of cobblestone. Not that we are running out of cobblestone by any stretch of the imagination, because we're not. But, okay. So I need. All right. And sticks. I'm just going to make all sticks. Wait, where did the iron go? Did I take the iron? Resources. Because he got that from the mine. Okay, how many shovels can I make? 62 shovels. I don't think I will need. Maybe I'll make that many. And then I will give him back that. And I will give him back wood. Suppose I didn't need to get the... Oh, great. I didn't need to get the craft table out there. Miss MX says my son has more organization than me. That's true, but it took him like 3 hours to do that. It's not his stash, it's our stash. And I gave him cobblestone. I gave him a lot of cobblestone. Although, as I said before, it's not like we don't have a lot of cobblestone. We have a lot. Okay. So generally, I also don't like it where there's leaf litter all over the place. So, but it's really hard to pick it all up. I'm sure he'll understand. And generally, we had a deal earlier that he could have all of the, because this big, I kind of said that this entire island was mine, and he could mine like diamonds and gold and stuff, but any iron was mine. So technically, maybe not the sticks, but the iron is technically property of the government of the island. And that, unfortunately, is me. Okay. I'm not aiming my shovel very well. Oh, what did I do? Or maybe me taking that stuff is like rent for his house. I don't know. The shovel's not lasting very long, I have to say. That's ridiculous. An iron shovel doesn't last that long? That's crazy. Because I was like, oh, it'll be a while before I check the chat because I have this iron shovel. But I promise, if I want to get another shovel, then it's not going to be from his stuff. I will do it from my stuff. Ah. dangerous man with a shovel, it looks like. It's a good thing that trader's not anywhere near, because I would have whacked him like 500 times. Okay, I will check the chat now. I need to get my Miss MX says I need to get my behind onto the game myself and get some stuff finished. So many irons in the oven at the moment. Yeah, it's crazy how you can start to get like more and more projects in Minecraft, and then you're like, oh, just one more hour. And then it's like 3 hours later, 10 hours later. But luckily, I'm an adult, and I can decide how to use my time within reason. Yeah, I can't imagine being a kid again and having to study for it. That was also ridiculous. So my daughter was showing me what she had to study for her unit test in history, and it's about the end of the 19th century. So it's like the American Civil War, the unification of Italy, the unification of Germany, the Crimea War. Probably also something about the Industrial Revolution as well. So it's like that's a crazy amount of stuff to cover for one test, I have to say. And so they will ask them to study all this information for a test, and then they're not going to remember anything. And my daughter was like, I was looking over it and I was saying, oh, Garibaldi and all of this, and this is why the American Civil War happened. And she's like, how do you remember all of that stuff? And I'm like, well, I'm interested in it. That's why I remember it. So they should think of a more interesting way for you to learn this stuff than just giving you a test. And soon no one will know that anything ever was here. Okay, I will put this dirt in and then I'll check the chat. Oh, that shadow does not look good. I won't say anything else about that, but that does not look like something I should be showing on stream right now. Anyway, I don't think I finished my thought about the test. I much prefer to spend my Sunday playing Minecraft than worrying about a history test. Okay. Finally done that. Now to collect some dirt. How do they do it in Finland now? Yeah, I heard that they don't have homework, I guess. And theoretically, so I live in Poland, and theoretically they're doing the same thing here. Like kids are not supposed to have homework, but my daughter, she goes to music school, so that's like a different system than the regular system. So she still has homework, and my son goes to a private school, which that's a long story for a different day, but generally he goes to a private school, and theoretically they are also supposed to have this no homework thing. But what they will do is they'll say like, oh, you don't understand something, so please make sure that you understand that by Monday or whatever, which kind of makes sense. I think some homework you should do, but it's kind of ridiculous the amount of cramming they expect from kids, and then they expect kids to remember everything. Why am I doing that with a pickaxe? I have shovels. Sorry about that. I don't know why I'm apologizing. I also have to make his island dirt, but I will leave it sand for now. Because everything is going to be lawn as much as possible. That looks better. I don't know if it looks better. Certainly looks more consistent. Ooh, it's raining. Okay, I'm gonna check the chat because I haven't done that in a while. So I asked, so Miss MSX said that I would be interested in how they do education in Finland now. And she says what Finland does is too much to explain in short. You best look it up. They've turned the school system we all love to hate on its head, and everyone told them it would fail. Now they have the smartest students. Everyone else's students is getting dumber. And then there's some spam there. Maybe that's not from Miss MX. Yeah, I've heard. I'm not like an expert, but I've heard that they have like actual like teachers with PhDs in their classrooms, and so they have like people who really know, like not even in university, but like in kindergarten and stuff. So they know, they have like real education experts. So that's the way the world should go, I think. But alas, it is not. Okay, maybe I will get rid of 10 of 100 of maybe 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So if you're wondering why there's so much leaf litter here, it's because there was a forest here and we got rid of it. There was forest all on this island. Now they've been devastated. They've been devastated for industrial progress. I think I legitimately should do that. I should make like a big factory, build like a building, and have like furnaces in it. I think it'll be pretty easy to fill up my chest with leaf litter. Actually. Okay, I'm gonna check the chat because I broke my shovel, but I have to say 4 people are watching right now, which is a lot for me. 2 people on YouTube and 2 people on Twitch. So thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. Oh. Oh. I am out of space in my inventory. Okay. I think I'll just get rid of the dirt and not be too perturbed if... Can I still see that though? Kind of. Okay, I'll just get rid of this and then come back as quickly as I can. Okay. So then I should be able to get that stuff. If I don't fall down the hole over there. I also like how in Minecraft, if you light something on fire, it will just stay on fire forever. Like, those have been on fire for a couple of Minecraft months now. Because my son and I were destroying the forest with lava. Okay. So I will get rid of... Okay, I am out of space now. So I have to go... Well, I could go and put all of that junk in my son's storage, but I think that would be mean. Very relaxing rain sounds. It's always lovely to go for a walk around your castle and see your pyramid, your baby pyramid. So I planted the flowers, obviously. So the rule is like nature can exist, but I need to have planted it or, designed it. All right, and now I need to see which is the chest that is empty. And not that one. Okay. Yeah, I think the leaf litter is definitely going to help fill up all these chests. Okay, how many more chests do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more chests to go. Let me check the chat, see if anyone said anything. No one said anything, and we lost 2 viewers. But that's okay. That's all right. 4 is a record for me. Well, maybe it's not a record. I think the record is like 20. Because I think Twitch does this when you don't stream for a while and then you come back, they push your content. Right. It's like a massacre of sheep. Okay, that's that. It should be even to kind of. I'm very concentrated now. Focus, drive, passion. You know, like sometimes I forget I'm actually streaming and then I need to actually say something. Suddenly the rain stops. There was more gravel somewhere. Getting rid of all the beautiful flowers. Destination. Clean grass. Look, you're a baby cow, so maybe you could actually, I don't know, eat the leaves or something. Some farm animal must eat leaves, although now that I said that, I don't think that there is a farm animal that just eats leaves. All right, let me check the chat. So Miss MSX says Twitch don't push your content other than down. You need to be affiliated, and even then they don't. Even though they say they do, they don't. Even though they say they do. Lol. Never seen someone on the front page with less than 1,000 viewers. Would be nice to see somebody with 2 to 5, let's say, would give them a big boost. But that don't make Twitch any money. Only promoting people who only on top does. Yeah, that's true. But I do notice maybe it's not like through the front page or something, but there is some kind of boost that they do. Because maybe it's just not the front page, but like if you're streaming on Minecraft and you come back, they might not put you on the top page, but they put you like, I don't know. But I know what you mean. Same thing with YouTube. Destroying Okay, I'm getting a little bit further afield here. Guy. Guess he doesn't want any flowers. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. That must be the most disgusting sound in all of Minecraft, I have to say. Although I don't know if it happens with Twitch, but the good thing about YouTube is that if you have your random pig, if you so generally what you can do on YouTube is you can kind of archive your streams, and on Twitch you can do that, but only for like a week. But on YouTube, it's much longer, and I noticed, which is kind of crazy, that people actually go back and they watch live streams. So the actual archived live streams have more people than watching than like, you know, it's not my most popular videos, but they are like consistently performing, I would say, which is surprising for me. I feel like that lasted a long time. So Miss MX says Twitch has video on demand. They do. And people on YouTube watch anything. Do not be surprised. Just to stop for two things. For two sec, there is a very large community on both. Let's just start watching a pretty face whisper into a mic shaped like an ear and lick on it. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I think I made the wrong choice, but I don't think I could do that. I'm not going to do that. I hate ASMR. I don't get that content. But all right, I am going to finish streaming now because I'm hungry and I'm tired, and I think I had a constructive stream. So thank you everybody who joined. Thank you everybody who commented. If you're not following, follow. And if you watch this later, put a comment and something, I don't know, about something random. Anyway, have a good evening.